Stress Management. What is stress and how to manage stress? By Manuela Del Rio. What is stress? Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge. It presents as a feeling of emotional or physical tension. Stress is a normal feeling all of us have experienced before. It can be positive when it helps you meet a deadline or avoid certain dangers. But when stress lasts for a long time, it has potential to harm your health and well-being. We can typically categorize stress in two different categories: acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress is short-term stress and goes away fairly quickly. It can occur when we do something new or exciting, or also when we are managing dangerous situations. Some examples of acute stress are being stuck in traffic or having a small fight with your partner. Chronic stress lasts for longer periods of time. This is a type of stress that goes on for weeks or months. And examples of chronic stress are having troubles at work or having money problems. If not aware of it, we can become so used to long periods of stress that we don't even realize it's a problem anymore. And if we do not properly manage our stress, it can lead to future health problems. When experiencing stress, your muscles tense and your pulse increases. These reactions are good when it is short-term. But when this is long-term, it has a risk of health problems. And some common signs of too much stress may include headaches, lack of energy, difficulty focusing, stiff jaw or neck, tense muscles that may include aches and pains, feeling tired often, trouble sleeping or sleeping too much, forgetfulness, and upset stomach that may include nausea, constipation, and diarrhea. If you feel like you are experiencing high levels of stress and would benefit on learning ways to cope with it, or would just simply like to learn more ways on managing your stress, then please keep on watching. Is stress management important? Yes. High levels of stress does not allow you to think clearly. It affects your emotional and physical health, not allowing you to function effectively nor enjoy your life to the full potential. It may seem like you have no control over it, but truth is you have a lot more control over stress than you might think. Proper stress management can help you live a happier, healthier, and more productive life that includes a balanced life for relationships, like with your family and friends, for work, relaxation, and for fun. It also builds your resilience for you to hold up healthier under extreme pressure and to be able to conquer the challenges ahead. Truth is, stress management is not a one-size-fits-all. Certain techniques may work for some, but may not work for others. It is important to try different techniques and see which work best for you. The following slides show a few techniques for you to try to see if these would work for you in helping managing your stress. Identify what is causing you stress. Stress management begins with identifying the sources of stress in your life. We may be able to identify the major stressors, for example, like when changing a job or when moving somewhere new. But actually figuring out the sources of chronic stress can be a bit more complicated. It's often too easy to overlook how our own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors contribute to our everyday stress. To identify the actual sources of your stress, try looking at your habits, attitudes, and excuses. Try the method of using a stress journal. This will help you identify the regular stressors in your life and can then help you deal with them in a positive way. Keep a daily log, and every time you feel stressed, keep track of it in that journal. This will enable you to see common patterns. Write down what caused you the stress, how you felt during that moment, both emotionally and physically, how you responded to that stressor, and what exactly made you feel better. It's not until we accept responsibility for the role we play in creating and maintaining our stressors that we can learn to effectively control them. Get moving. One thing we may not always feel like doing when experiencing stress is getting up and exercising. But truth is, physical activity is a high stress reliever. When exercising, your body releases endorphins, which these endorphins help in making you feel better. Exercising can also serve as a distraction from your daily uneasiness. An ideal time would be about 30 minutes of physical movement a day. But even the smallest activities of exercise can add up over time in improving your health and well-being. Here are a few easy ways to add exercise into your daily schedule. These ways may include going on a walk around your neighborhood or going on a walk during your break time at work, using the stairs as much as possible instead of the elevators, parking your car far away from the building you are about to enter, and also putting on music and dancing to it. While you are completing exercise movements, try paying attention to your body and the physical sensations you are feeling as you're moving. This can be done by focusing on coordinating your breathing with your movements. Adding this mindfulness component can help you break out of your cycle of negative thoughts. Make time for relaxation. Another tip in managing stress is making time for relaxation, the complete opposite of the first tip we mentioned earlier. You can help reduce your stress levels by creating me time in your life. This is where you take time out of your day to do something for yourself that you enjoy doing. We often get caught up in the busyness of our life. Maybe we take care of others by making sure their needs are met, like taking care of your children, spouse, or elderly family members. But oftentimes, we forget about taking care of ourselves and of our own needs. If we are regularly making time for our own needs and relaxation, we will be in a better place to handle our stressors. Examples of this are setting aside leisure time and taking up relaxation practices. This includes resting during your daily schedule. Take a rest and allow yourself to recharge. This can also be done by implementing relaxation techniques like meditation or deep breathing exercises. By doing these techniques, you're allowing your stress levels to decrease while your mind and body become calm and focused. Another relaxation technique can also be used is doing things that you enjoy doing every day. Like if you play a certain instrument, you can take time out of your day to practice that instrument. Or if you have certain hobbies, taking time out of your day to enjoy those hobbies. Mindful breathing. Let's try a relaxation deep breathing activity. This activity will take about 2-3 minutes. Place your feet flat on the floor, rest your hands on your knees or your lap, and close your eyes. Have your back straight while sitting comfortably on your chair. Feel the weight of your body on the chair. Take a few deep breaths. While doing this, relax your shoulders, your stomach muscles, the muscles in your face, your hands, and your legs. Let go of all the tightness you feel in your body. Now bring your attention back to your breathing. What does it feel like as it enters your nose, goes down through your throat, filling your lungs, and then back through your nose? Notice your stomach and chest rise and fall each time you take a breath in and a breath out. Just allow your breathing to feel natural and relaxed. Now take a few seconds to pay attention to the feeling of your breath and your nose. Feel your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Focus on this sensation, paying attention each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. As you inhale, maybe your breath feels cool, and as you exhale, maybe your breath feels warmer. If you become distracted, take notice of what's going on in your head and just gently bring your attention back to your breathing going in and going out. Focus on the feeling of your breath and allow thoughts to come in and go in the background. And now slowly bring your attention back to the touch of your body on your seat and open your eyes. Practice the 4 A's of stress management. When put in a stressful situation, you can either change the situation, if possible, or change your reaction. It's helpful to think of the 4 A's. These 4 A's are avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. So when deciding which option is best for you, try to think of the 4 A's. Avoid. It is not healthy to avoid stressful situations that need to be addressed, but you can eliminate certain stressors in your life, like avoiding certain people who stress you out, or learning to say no, or taking control of your environment. An example of this is avoiding the news because watching the news makes you feel more stressed. Alter. If you can't avoid a stressful situation, then try altering it. For example, expressing your feelings instead of bottling them up, creating a balanced schedule, or also be willing to compromise when possible. Adapt. If you can't change the stressor, then change yourself. Regain your sense of control by adapting to stressful situations and controlling your expectations and attitudes. This is seen by adjusting your standards, reframing the problem, and looking at the big picture and practicing gratitude. Accept. Some stressors are unavoidable, and sometimes a way of coping with stress is accepting things as they are. This is done by sharing your feelings, learning to forgive, and looking at the opportunities for personal growth, or also simply not trying to control the uncontrollable. We can change our response from stress to relaxation by just changing the way we breathe. I leave you here with a helpful stress reducer in the moment technique that you may like to consider doing when feeling stress and when needing a break. This is the 2-1 breathing technique. This technique is done by inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. You count by using a number that you choose. It can be 2, 3, or 4 seconds. That's the number to inhale with. In the exhalation, you would double that first number you chose. For example, say you chose 3. You would breathe in for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And you would exhale for the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is why it's called the 2-1 breathing technique. Next time you feel stress, just remember that relaxation is a few breaths away. Feel free to do as many repetitions as you feel and as many times throughout the day as you feel. I hope you find these techniques helpful in better managing your stress. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a great day.